Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final. The series shifts to Nashville, the city hosting its first ever Stanley Cup Final contest as the Preds hope to avoid a 3-0 deficit. Lots of country music stars around, including Alan Jackson, who played a pregame concert. During warm-ups, a catfish finds its way onto the ice. Marc-Andre Fleury takes care of it. Now, a big story evolved on Thursday following Game 2 when PK Subban had this to say.
We don't lose at our building, so we're going back home. We're going to win the next game, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Strong words. First period, less than 3 minutes in. Ian Cole's shot is stopped, but Jake Guentzel, the kid, can't stop scoring his 13th of the Stanley Cup playoffs. 1-0 Penguins after one, but Nashville prepared to answer in the second on the power play. Calle Jarnkrok over to Roman Josi, and his clapper deflects off Carter Rowney and past Matt Murray to tie the game at 1. And then under a minute later, here come the Preds again.
Does Nashville have all the momentum now? Freddie Gaudreau scores! Back-to-back in 42 seconds.
How about Nashville? Frederick Gaudreau, second goal of the period. 2 goals in 42 seconds to make it 2-1. Moments later, Phil Kessel breaks in. Shot kicked out. Chris Kunitz chance on the rebound, but Rinne gets over to make an outstanding stop. Under 8 to go in the frame. Preds 3-on-1. James Neal can't beat Murray. Neal's in a 7-game goalless drought. In the final minute of the second, he gets another chance.
Iverson fishes out front. Neal from a sharp angle scores! They needed the big boys to get going, and one of them did. James Neal makes it 3-1.
Neal breaks out and gives Nashville a 2-goal lead. The fans are going wild, including Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. And look at the Tennessee Titans' offensive line. Murray absolutely hearing it from the Nashville crowd. They were going bananas at Bridgestone. Nashville on top 3-1 through 2. In the third period, Chris Kunitz turns it over. Craig Smith hasn't scored this playoffs. He's in all alone, and he makes good, snapping it past Murray. 4-1 Preds as Kunitz feels regret. Later in the third, things get a little chippy late. Part of it due to Sidney Crosby hitting Ryan Ellis in the corner, the Pens captain, given 2 minutes for boarding. On the ensuing power play, Matthias Ekholm steps in and cranks a shot past Murray. The 5th goal of the night for Nashville has the Preds fans saying, "So you're telling me there's a chance?" Preds win Game 3 to make the series 2-1, 5-1, your final. Roman Josi is the first defenseman with 3 points in a Stanley Cup Final game since Duncan Keith did it in 2010. While Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby were both held shotless, it's the first time that's ever happened to them in the same playoff game.